So if you want to buy a portable Bluetooth speaker and you don't want something that's super heavy and you don't want something that's really light and you sacrifice too much on sound quality, then one of the most popular ones that you can buy is the JBL Flip 7, which I have reviewed on the channel before. But for around about the same price, you can also get the Soundcore Boom 3i. Now, I've reviewed both of these on the channel before, and because they're around about the same price, I feel it'd be worth comparing them against each other to see which of these, if you're looking to buy one, might be right for you. So let's check them out. In full transparency, I have reviewed both of these before. Soundcore did send me their Boom 3i for that review a while back, and the JBL Flip 7 I bought myself. But no one is paying for or sponsoring this video. I've got no obligation to make it, so you are going to get my honest opinion. Now, there is a size difference between these two. So the JBL Flip 7 is just over 7 inches long, about 2.7, 2.8 inches wide and high. The Boom 3i, on the other hand, is about an inch longer. So if you have them side by side, you can kind of see that. It is a little bit thicker as well. You're talking about maybe half an inch thicker than the JBL Flip 7. That does equate to a weight difference as well. The JBL Flip 7 weighs 560 grams or 1.2 pounds. The Boom 3i is weighing 780 grams or 1.7 pounds. So it's half a pound heavier than the Flip 7. So neither of these really are going to weigh your pack down, at least not excessively. There are some differences to the design, so both of these can be kind of carried and clipped onto various things. So one of the things that JBL changed with their recent speakers is that you have this attachment. So this is a carabiner where you can just clip that in, and now you can go and hang that off whatever you like. If you don't want carabiner, you can press that button and take it off. And then if you want a loop, which also comes with the speaker, you can clip that in. Now, the Soundcore Boom 3i, on the other hand, doesn't have any carabiner. What it does have is these two slots at the top, and it comes with a soft strap. So if you want to, you can put that on here, and then you can just carry that over your shoulder. I prefer the carabiner design on the JBL Flip 7. I just prefer having this that I can easily go and hook onto a bag. One thing actually this does have that the JBL Flip 7 doesn't is LEDs. So on both the ends where the passive radiators are on this speaker, you've got this light show that can play and beat in time to your music. That I think is really cool. It's something that I've seen on their other speakers, such as their Boom 2, and the Boom Plus had it as well. So it's really nice to see it on this speaker. It just adds a little bit something to the speaker and makes it a bit more of a party speaker. Controls on both of these though are fairly standard. So on the JBL Flip 7, you've got your play button in the middle with volume up and down either side. You've then got your power on off button, you've got your Bluetooth pairing and your Auracast pairing button as well. You can also use the play button in the middle for skipping tracks forwards and backwards. And then on the Soundcore Boom 3i, you've got your play pause, your volume up and down, you've got your Bluetooth pairing and your on off button as well. You've got your light button for changing different lighting modes, and you can turn the lighting off completely if you don't want it on at all. That will save on battery life a little bit. Plus you've got the bass boost, so you can turn that on or off. You'll hear what that sounds like in the sound test, which we'll do in a little bit. And you've got the party pairing mode that Soundcore have for their speakers. So if you've got lots of Soundcore speakers, then you can pair those all up together. And likewise with the JBL, any JBL speaker that's got Auracast can all pair together to play the same music. Both of these have exactly the same IP rating, so they're both IP68 rated, which makes them not only dustproof, but waterproof as well, where you can put it in like a meter and a half of water for up to 30 minutes and it's going to be fine. The Soundcore Boom 3i though is more robust, I think, because whilst they've got that same rating of IP68, well, the JBL Flip 7, it doesn't float. So if you happen to knock this overboard on a boat, it's going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. On the other hand, the Soundcore Boom 3i will float. Plus, it will float upright as well. So technically, it will still play music even when it's bobbing around in the middle of the ocean. It's also been drop tested to 1 meter. So that makes it more robust as well. Battery life on these is both fairly similar. The JBL Flip 7 rather, will give you 14 hours of battery life on a fully charged battery. Plus you can enable playtime boost, which will give you an extra 2 hours of power. Now, the problem with that is that playtime boost massively drops the bass frequency to give you more battery, so I think it has too much of a negative effect on the sound and I don't use it, but the 2 hours are there if you absolutely must. Comparing that against the Soundcore Boom 3i, that's just going to give you a standard 16 hours of playtime. Although having said that, that 16 hours is without bass boost on. If you turn that on, you will see your battery life drop by a few hours. There's definitely a difference in the maximum sound volume. So whilst the JBL Flip 7 will give you 35 watts of power and it gives you a 60 Hz to 20 kHz frequency range, the Boom 3i, well, that's going to give you 50 watts of power. So that's 15 watts more power than the JBL Flip 7. And it also gives you a frequency range of 56 Hz to 20 Hz. So in theory, this should sound lower and go louder than the Flip 7. So let's just go to sound test so you can hear exactly how both of these sound. Now do bear in mind that you are listening to a recording, so it's not going to be as good as if you're in the same room as them, but hopefully it gives you some indication of how both of these sound.
Smooth vibrations keep on rising through the speakers to the floor. Every note's a celebration of what we've been waiting for. Bodies moving like the ocean in this temple made of sound. When the music is your language, sacred feelings can be found. Close your eyes and let it take you to a place you've never been, where the beat becomes your breathing and the night will never end. Feel the flow, let it wash over your soul. Feel the flow, lose control and let it go. Feel the flow, this is where we come alive. Feel the flow, tonight we're gonna fly.
So which one of these do you think sounded the best? Let me know in the comments down below. I think the sound quality between both of these was actually fairly close. I did feel that at higher volumes, the JBL Flip 7 starts to sound a little bit harsh as you start to reach the upper capabilities of this speaker. So because of the higher tolerance or the louder tolerance of the Soundcore Boom 3i, I did feel it sounded better at higher volume. The bass boost feature on this speaker also makes a huge difference to the bass response in this as well. So if volume and bass is important to you, then I would say that the Boom 3i performs better than the Flip 7. However, at lower volumes, I thought these both sounded very similar. Plus, both of these you can tweak using the EQ in their respective mobile apps. So the JBL Flip 7 now has a 7-band EQ in the JBL app, so you can go and tweak the sound for that. And the Soundcore Boom 3i has a 9-band EQ in their mobile app, so you can tweak the sound there as well. There's a few other little features that the Soundcore has that the Flip 7 doesn't. So if you go and hold the bass up button for 5 seconds, it lets out a 96 decibel alarm. Plus you can record a message on it and broadcast it out of this speaker from your phone. So I'm going to say that those are fairly fringe benefits of a speaker and most people won't care about them, but it's there if you want to. Now let's get on to price, because both of these, as I said at the start, are fairly similar in price. The JBL Flip 7 is $150 and the Soundcore Boom 3i is $130. Flip 7 is available in 9 colors and the Soundcore Boom 3i is available in 4. This is the green one here. You can also get it in a black, blue and a brown. Both of these are available on sale though. So I have seen the JBL Flip 7 down to $110, which is a really good price for the JBL Flip 7. However, I've also seen the Soundcore Boom 3i down to $87. So that's quite a bit cheaper than the Flip 7, but prices do change, and hey, for all I know, the prices can now be different when I actually release this video. So I will leave purchase links to both of them in the description down below so that you can go check them out for yourself. Overall, between these two speakers, which one would you go for? Let me know in the comments down below. If you do want to look at some more options though, then be sure to check out the link up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.